construction, so you are building for people.
Still in the cement business, technically.
But he's not buying the cement.
Technically.
So for how long were you in the cement business?
Oh, I started way back 2002 thereabouts.
2002.
Thereabout, yeah.
And how good, how lucrative would you say it was at the time?
It was a very good business because, at least looking at the country that we live in, each and everyone is trying to build a house. So it wasn't a bad business.
Okay.
At least you can manage it to take care of your family and other stuff. But as time goes on, things started changing, you see. So it became very difficult to do the business.
No, but if you say it became very difficult to do the business, help me appreciate, help me understand it, in the sense that it's a matter of demand and supply.
Yeah.
And people, like you rightly said, would want to build.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is to stock up and then sell to people because it's in demand. So how come you are running such a business and you have run out of your capital for it, and therefore you've closed it? I don't get it.
You don't get it, yeah. From the theory, at least the way you said it is easy.
It's simple.
Yeah. But when you're on the foot, let me give you a classical example.
Please do.
Sometimes, let's say you can buy a food truck that is something around either 800 or 1,000 bucks.
A food truck.
A food truck.
800 or 1,000 trucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
You sold, let's say 600 or 700.
Okay.
You are almost done with your stock, so you have to make a new order.
You need to restock. Yeah.
You call your agent either deliberately or whatever it is. You will not have the person at that very moment. The next morning, then all you hear is they've increased the price or the prices
of the cement.
Of the cement, yeah.
Okay.
And the challenge is sometimes a customer will come to you, I need 100 bucks or whatever bucks. I'll come for it tomorrow or a week later. The person will pay. You give the person a receipt for whatever he has paid or bought. You've not used the money for anything of that sort. You want to place an order, the factory or the company has increased their product. Where do you get the additional money to?
So if I get you correctly, let's say you place an order to your supplier.
Supplier.
The person brings you a truck load of cement.
Yeah.
So let's say 800 bucks or 1,000 bucks is brought to you at a certain price per bag.
Yeah.
Now somebody comes and the person buys it at, let's say, 10 cedis per bag. I'm just making an assumption.
Yeah, okay.
10 cedis per bag.
Okay.
And then once you sell it at the 10 cedis, then they increase the price to, let's say, 11 cedis or 12 cedis.
Exactly, yeah.
So if you have to go back to buy another truck load of cement, let's say the 1,000 bags, because of the increase to 12 cedis, you'll not be able to buy the same 1,000 bags of cement because of the increase. If you want to buy the same 1,000 bags of cement, it means that you have to add some money to it.
Exactly.
To be able to do the same number of bags that you should buy.
And not even necessarily the whole 1,000 bags, but it affects your capital because once the person is coming for, even if it is 100 bags or 20 bags or whatever it is, it's part of the business. It's part of your capital. So once you've given that money, or what do you call it? If you receive that money and if not done anything with the money, if not receive any interest or gain any interest on it, definitely when you supply, what do you call it? Whatever the person has bought, it affects your working capital. So other
but you guys, for example, so you bought it at, let's say, 10 cedis. You sell it at, let's say, 11 cedis or 12 cedis. If there's an increase to 14 cedis, you still bring it back to the consumer, wouldn't you? You still sell it to us at a higher price. Isn't that what you people do? No. So why would you suffer?
Well, this scenario, the person has bought it already. Let's say when he paid for it or she paid for it and say, okay, deliver it, he has taken it away. He has paid for you.
And you've kept the money in your bank.
Exactly.
Or your drawer.
But you've not used the money for anything.
Yeah,
so going for a new stock, because of the price increase, you need to find money somewhere to top up.
Wow.
So if you're not lucky and they increase and you don't have stock, or if not placed order already, that means you need to go elsewhere to find money to make the same or buy the same amount that you used to buy.
So that's why you stopped selling cement?
The challenge it's not just that. I mean, the challenge is too much. Sometimes, let's say you have a friend or a customer, the person will buy
on credit.
Very good. And there's no arrangement, or even you, the dealer, you are not even aware tomorrow or next week or next month they will increase the price. So there's nothing like any terms that maybe when they increase it you pay additional money or something. If initially you have that term, cool, but you have not agreed on anything of that sort. He has taken something from you. He's coming or she is coming to pay back, and you are not telling the person they've increased the price.
But
To him or her.
will it be wrong? I bought some ties from somebody some time ago.
Yeah.
I paid some.
Yeah.
I was left with the balance to pay. When I was going to pay the balance, okay, there are 2 more.
Yeah,
No,
so
it was a battery. It was a tie. So it was a car battery. I was actually 2 more. It difference.
Yeah.
It makes sense to me. So I had to pay.
Makes sense, all right. But you've taken the goods or the battery already. If you decide not to pay, he doesn't have any moral right to take anything from you because there wasn't anything. There wasn't any initial agreement that when they increase it, you have to add it.
But
Except sometimes you are aware, okay, there's possibility, okay, this
There might be
month
an
or
increase.
at least looking at the dollar rate now.
But
and if you are a dealer,
so why don't the manufacturers, why don't they tell you that, listen, there's a possibility when you're going to buy this particular stock, why don't they tell you that, listen, there's a possibility that there might be an increase next week or next 2 weeks? So you factor that into what you're doing. Why don't they tell you
they
that?
will even frustrate you when they want to increase it. Let's say this week, either the banks, most of the time, you go to the banks or they pay into the bank's account. Either they will tell you the system is slow or whatever. They even sometimes will not accept money when they are aware that the next day they want to increase. So the time you realize, then they've
So
increased.
having done a business since 2002, if I'm correct, based on what you said,
Yeah.
then you can read between the lines and know the challenge. So you can also decide not to sell or increase kakra. Because you've been in the business, you have the experience, you have the know-how. So you can read in between the lines and say, Charlie, they could be about two.
You know one funny thing. You can pay the money into, let's say, the agent's account. You call him throughout the day because he's away. He's informed. Sometimes they have informants. He's informed that maybe tomorrow next or whatever they will increase the price. You have paid your money into his accounts. That you want to inform him that, oh, I've paid something, so make sure you also pay into the account, so at least I'll have my order. The person or the agent will not pick your call deliberately or refuse to even talk to you. Maybe the next morning, then the person will return your call. Oh, Mr. Asmesi, sorry, you called yesterday, but I was somewhere, so I left the phone in the house, blah, 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 blah. Then he give you a funny excuse. Oh, okay, then I've paid so and so amount into your account, so make sure you do an order for me. He will not tell you at that moment they've increased the price because he will use the money. It's a strategic thing. He will use the money. So once you have paid, the differences at least will come to him.
Yeah. He'll make the more money than you.
Exactly.
So our WhatsApp number is 0540 4487